MW2, Badfoot Panda here. I have another match for you guys. This time it's a capture the flag on Quarry. And yeah, so this match, it's a full party, and I am using the MP5 this match through the entire thing, I think, actually. G18s are my secondaries. I am using stopping power with the MP5. If I was using a UMP, I would run around with lightweight. But the MP5, I think, having stopping power on that horrible host in the beginning, I was just making sure that it wasn't horrible right after we got started, because oftentimes it takes the host a little bit to settle in, and it may be a good host. In this case, it was, but just like gave us some concerns right off the start. And I am going to be runner, along with Justin, JLJ Reality, and we are going to run them into the ground, pretty much. This map is incredibly fun to play capture the flag on because there are so many options as the runner, and you can break line of sight so easily. Here, there were really two ways I could have taken that. I could have taken it around the side and hoped that they didn't spawn up top like they did by gas tanks, or I could have, and he's getting noob tubed, and Melted Time is apparently a douche and noob tubing pretty much this entire game, I think. And yeah, so the MP5 I find to be very fun. I think I may be using Scrambler on this. I'm pretty sure I am, because if you play in pub matches, a lot. Well, I say pub matches because in competitive you usually don't have claymores to worry about. But if you play capture the flag in pub matches, a lot of the time you see claymores on the flag. Maybe one, maybe two. If they have danger close, one-man army, you could see four there. So Scrambler is definitely something that works in capture the flag. I know it is probably one of the worst perks I have come across in. Why don't you go ahead and in the comment section rate the perks, like the bottom 3 perks from any Call of Duty game multiplayer, in order from, I don't know, like the number 1, 2, and 3 is the worst to like getting less worse. So so like maybe I'm just screwing up phrasing that completely. Just rate the bottom 3 worst perks that have been in Call of Duty multiplayer. I would have to go with Eavesdrop. Flak Jacket actually had its uses. I'm gonna go with Eavesdrop, Scrambler, and see, I'm saying Scrambler now, but I actually find it incredibly useful for situations like this where you're running into an enemy's base constantly. It's like Headquarters too. Headquarters and Capture the Flag really I can see as being the 2 main uses for Scrambler, because Headquarters, the enemy probably knows you're in the Headquarters anyway because it's blinking, or if you're trying to destroy it, or otherwise it's not blinking and they're just guessing randomly, assuming that you're inside. But Scrambler can really sort of blind the enemy. Even though people get tunnel vision and tend not to look at their minimap all that often when they're in very close combat situations, and Boss is playing dead and protecting me while I go back here, so I knew it was safe there. You also have to look at position of your teammates too when you're making decisions on where to run. Here, I don't necessarily, their snipers tend to be, and people actually hide in the hangar. You're going to see that next round, I think, when they're on, it just basically flips sides. Since it's 2 flag, it's constantly offense and defense that you're on. And here, I just want to camp out a bit until he captures it, and then go out and cap again. I forget how many points we ended up scoring this match, but I think it was a fair amount. I do have Blue Tiger, at least for my MP5 now, even though I haven't played in a while. This match was taken in still during the summer. I think it was like early August, and that riot shielder, sad face. There was a dude with the UMP behind him, and he blind fired and hit me. And yep, one-man army danger close douchebag, because that's fun, right? And let's see, what else was I going to talk about? Yeah, worst perks. I can't really think of a third worst perk. I would somewhat assume Flak Jacket, except it did have its uses. In World at War, I'm trying to think. I played World at War for such a little. I had such little exposure to World at War as a multiplayer game. I mainly played it for the zombies, for the co-op multiplayer. I'm running low kill streaks here because really, UAV, counter UAV are probably the most underused perks in this game now that you have the whole customizable aspect. We're going to have that again in Black Ops, and it's going to be interesting to see if... I'm actually, no, it won't be interesting. Of course, people will choose higher kill streaks as soon as they buy them. But it seems that I think that they will be great perks. Counter UAV and capture the flag especially, they don't know, in Sabotage as well, they don't know where the flag carrier is if there's a counter UAV up. They sort of blinded them from locating you within a certain distance. Obviously there's lag going in, and we have a 6-0 lead going into halftime. The other team suffered from a bit of rage quitting, and was that a quad? That was a triple, alright. So he gets a triple. See, danger close. It's just, why not? Why not use it? It's so easy. And oh, B-stick, but I only got an assist. That's what we're probably talking about. You see my mic going. I was like, oh, I'm beast. And then no, I got an assist. I hate when that happens, and I hate when you get a painkiller stick, because it doesn't actually kill them. You have this like stick, and you feel wind from getting it from a long distance, and then all of a sudden it's like, no, painkiller hit marker. So what? Yes, painkiller can eat Semtexes. It's sort of sad. But here, I'm basically waiting until we get the run in, just hanging in their base, getting my kills up. I'm using 346 with precision airstrike because I just finished the 1,000 airstrikes. Actually, no, I didn't. I think I have maybe 20 to go or so. I haven't, again, I haven't played Modern Warfare 2 in a fair amount of time. Oh, I'm using 347 actually. Sorry, or 367. I don't know. I have to go back and check that as I watch this commentary again. Feel free to post in the comment section, but I'll already know by then. And here there's a guy coming to the flag. I have been trying to use G18s effectively, and I just can't. I know that they're they should be an easy weapon to use, but I just, it's not the recoil, it's just the sort of, yeah, they didn't have FMJ on it, and I was trying to kill him like that. And oh man, that was fail on my part, even though the flag was like right there, and I probably lost that cap for us. But maybe I did. I think I did. So I dropped my Harriers and run in here, hope not to die. I don't know if I do. No, I saved my life. But one question I did actually want to ask, because it was a semi-constant topic. That guy got crapped on. It's a semi-constant topic that keeps popping up now and then, either among friends or in debates whenever those like lists of great artists come out. Actually, the VH1 list for, I think, like just recently came out for this year, and I just watched him dying. No reason to shoot him. Don't want to give away your position. Why not use the Semtex? So they had usually, and I'm saying usually because it's pretty much like 90% of the time, the Beatles are #1. But for 2 and 3 spots, it tends to vary a bit. Namely between the Stones and Zeppelin. If you were to rate them, you could only pick one. Actually, this isn't a deal with rating them. If you were to just pick one to listen to for the rest of your life, the Rolling Stones or Led Zeppelin, which would you choose? It popped into my mind because, well, A, it's a miserable rainy day today, and I was like that is such bad aim. My god. But he was in Last Stand too, so it sort of threw me off. I don't know if you guys like get that too, where if it's like a death streak or like martyrdom, you're trying to avoid martyrdom, or somebody goes into Last Stand and you're not expecting it, you have to like focus on actually shooting the guy because you stop firing after assuming he's dead. And I ended up with a low amount of kills this match, but I captured a fair amount of flags, so I think it offsets itself. And yeah, so I would actually pick the Stones because I don't know. I think that they've made more of an impact. Oh, get turned on, son. Get turned. That was a good one. He got crapped on. I should have teabagged him after that, because yeah, I remember that. That was pretty funny. Regardless, I would pick the Stones because I think they actually had a greater impact on. Of course, Led Zeppelin sort of paved the way, but if you think about it, it's just sort of a lot of their most known songs are actually covers. But the Stones actually wrote a fair amount. They also borrowed songs as well, but they made a more prolific impact on songwriting, and the entire time period was sort of signified by the Rolling Stones. But it's such a close matchup in my mind between the two. But I have to pick that for those reasons. Always chuck stuns, and I don't have a stun here, so I threw a Semtex instead, just to cover your flank in case they spawn there. And do a lot of that too, just to make sure that they don't follow you. I do have a Machinima video coming up tomorrow, and because I'm gone this weekend, I'm actually going to make my posts Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Friday will be a random game of my choice. Wednesday is going to be a capture the flag match on Machinima that is awesome. It's one of my best matches that I've ever played, so I would highly suggest you go check that out when it comes up. And I hope you enjoyed this commentary. If you did, like, and yeah. So that is pretty much it, and I hope you like it for that get turned on at the near the end, because that was kind of sexy. You have to admit. And there we go. I end up 16-4, and yeah. So I'll see you guys later. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, week, and weekend. I'll talk to you. Peace.
Thanks for stealing my kills, assholes.